Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. Welcome back to the art room on our last day of the Nutcracker. We have had such a great week tying the Nutcracker Ballet in with different artists. And let's sing our good morning song so we can get started. Hello there, how are you, how are you? It's so good to see you, We'll sing and be happy that we're all here together again. Alrighty, so it is Nutcracker week. How will we tie in the art? So in the Jeffers book today, the prince takes her across the land to the land of sweets, and they meet up with the snowflake fairy ballerinas. And today, because Edgar Degas, our artist today, is famous for painting ballerinas. And in the book called Chasing Degas, that our TK classes in Fresno Unified have this book, we can do all kinds of art. We're going to do one with pastels, and I'm using black paper. I know I asked you to bring white, but I thought my pastels looked better on the black paper. So if you have black paper and want to use it, do that. But I told you yesterday that if you sent me your address, that I would send you the patterns for these. Here is one pattern, and it's done on a folded piece of paper. And when you cut it out on the fold, it makes this ballerina. Let me put it behind a piece of white paper. And then to make it look like a snowflake ballerina, I used one of my coffee filters and folded it like you would to make a snowflake. You fold it in half and in thirds, because we say that the snowflake has the 6 sides. And then I did that and made this ballet skirt. Now to put her in there, I have to fold her back in half because I don't want the skirt to fall over the top of the skirt. So I put it through this hole, put her arms in first, and then squeeze her head in after that. And you pull the skirt down, and it rests on the ballerina skirt that is cut out of this little character. And you might need a grown-up to help you squeeze this on, because it is a tight fit. And then it just sits on top of her ballet skirt, and it makes her look like one of the snowflake ballerinas. That's one of them. The other one is even harder to do, and a grown-up will definitely have to help you with that. And the pattern looks like this. And you have to put the edges of the arms on the fold, because look what happens when you cut it out. It's a whole string of a garland of ballerinas. And on this one, I painted the skirt by dipping it into watercolor, and it will fit around her ballerina outfit. So if you're interested in this, please write to me and send me your address, and we'll send this out to you. All right, so let me set this aside, because what we're doing is making this ballerina today. Let's take a look at the blue chart and see what the art looks like from Edgar Degas. Using my pointer and turning my body, and let's take a look. This is called the green ballerinas because they're wearing green ballerina outfits. So you can see her tutu is a circle. And around the bottom, there are little other colors, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. This is the one we're making today. This was an older child, a 12-year-old did this one. And here are some other ones that are the snowflake ballerinas. And here is our artist, Edgar Degas. And he is so wonderful in the way he could look at a ballerina's body and show that she was dancing. And I'm hoping that today we can do that. What we need to do is we'll start with her face, and then you do a little bit of her shoulders, which ends up being like a V. Then we'll draw out her arms with two long lines, and the hand will just be out like this. And then we're going to draw a circle around her, not hitting the hand, a circle around her. And then you can make it a two-tone ballerina with the white that makes it look like she's moving. Then we'll put down one leg and a ballet shoe, and this leg is stuck out and back because she's doing the spin like this ballerina. So let's get started. I'm going to use my black paper. Now, I've told you before about using pastels. It's best to use a little pad of newspaper, because then when you press down, the pastels push in and it makes it even darker. I'm going to have to draw it looking at it, boys and girls. I think it would make it look a mess if I didn't. I'm going to get this color, and first I'm going to draw her face. So I need to look and put her kind of in the middle, because I want her leg to kick out and her leg to kick out, and I need room for that. So I am going to put her face in the middle, and I'll show it to you. I made it kind of an egg-shaped. Now, in order to tell where the face ends and the body begins, I need to draw a little skinny line around it so that you can see that her body starts here. Then I will go down and put a little bit of her shoulders like that. And then I'll go around to make her where her neck meets her body. So I'm going to color those in. And this is where I like to do my pastels, to rub them with a piece of paper towel or tissue. I wrap my finger in it and I rub it. I try and stay inside the line, so then it just looks as if it's been colored with a soft, soft pastel. I'm going to color in her face as well, and I will make sure that I rub it in. I might rub it all in later because I don't want to spend too much time. I want to show you how to make the skirt. Okay, the second thing that I need to do now is choose what color I want for her dress. And I'm going to put this part of her sleeve just a little bit here so that I'll show you. I'm going to turn it to you. I put it right here so that her arms can come out of there. And I can tell I made the line of the black too much. I'm going to get a little closer. All right, now I'm going to put her arms out to the side. Straight line, straight line. And I'm going to put her thumb down and her hand out because it's a ballerina pose. So I'll color that in, and I'll do the other arm. Straight out, and you want it to be about the same length, so I'll see and measure it. Oh, pretty good. Hand, thumb down, color it in. I hope you're able to keep up with me because I know I'm going kind of fast. I'm going to use a blue for her dress, kind of like that one did. So I'm going to go, I have to turn it to myself, boys and girls, so that I can see it, and then I will move it back to you. So all I did was draw a line at the end of her green little part, and then I made a U underneath there, and I'm going to color it in. I'm going to make her have a green skirt because I want it to be kind of like Degas did. So now I need to know where I'm going to go. I have to look at it. I'm going to go around the back of her, go to her arm, but stop. I'm going to go around the back of her and to her arm and stop. I'm going to make the skirt come underneath and stop at her arm. Do you see how I made her skirt a complete circle? Now, I can start coloring it in. And I'm coloring up to the blue part of her dress. It's a little harder upside down, and you probably would do it neater, and I would do it neater if I was taking more time, but I want to be sure that you see all the rest of the steps before we have to say goodbye. So I'm coloring this in, and you know what I'll do is smear it with my finger or that paper towel again. I need to also make sure I put her hair on so she doesn't look like a baldy. Let me get my brown. So I'll put some bangs on her, and it'll go up over her hair and put her bun. Lots of times dancers pull their hair up and put it in a bun on the top of their head, because if they're spinning around, their hair will whip them in the face. And if you've ever been in a car and you've been driving along and your hair's whipping you in the face, it doesn't feel good. Her face looks so plain. I'm going to put her half circle eyes and just a nose. There she is. Now I'm going to make the ballerina color at the bottom with swirls like this, and I can blend it in if I would like. And I'm going to put her leg now. Her leg will go down. I have to see it upside down here. I'm going to have her point her toe this way, and I think I'm going to give her some pink ballerina shoes, because black won't show on here, although black would have been pretty. I'm making it pointed, and it's just a U, and it goes a piece around her ankle, and then it crisscrosses. But let me color in her leg first. You can make your ballerina have browner skin if you want. I just did that because it shows up better on my black paper. And then you make an X where they tie their ballerina shoe on. Now the other leg goes out in the back, and it is almost opposite of that. So I'm going to make this leg go up here and color it in. And here we go. And I will put her other pink shoe on here. But I don't think you would see the crisscross in the front. So I'm going to just put it around her ankle. Now here's the part that you might like to do, or maybe you want to leave yours just like this. You'll wrap your finger and rub-a-dub-dub it in, trying not to smear it into the color next door. If you like it this way, do you like this way, or do you like it where it's more like that? I'm not sure about myself what I like, so I'm going to just finish coloring this like this. And now, in order for you to see the movement, I am going to put the white lines. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And there is my Edgar Degas ballerina. I'm going to try another one and see it with different color clothes on. I think it would be just delightful. Boys and girls, it's been so fun doing the Nutcracker with you. I had 3 more projects I wanted to do with you, but maybe we'll do them next week or later on in the year. Let's say goodbye now. Goodbye now, goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye now, everyone. Be sure to look on the television, because they have lots of times they show the Nutcracker on TV, because no theater is showing it, remember? And lots of books at the library. I have a bunch checked out, but I'll turn them back in and give you a chance to check them out. So boys and girls, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Morning to a brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun, learning is good for everyone.